So, hey there. Let's pull some cards for you guys. I'm MJ. I'm the founder of Ultra Love. I've just switched up my decks. I switch up my decks intuitively. I just start to feel it. Like, I don't want that deck here anymore. We're going to change it. So, we're working with Astro Oracle. We've also got the Starseed deck by Rebecca Campbell. I don't know. Is that her name? I think that's her name. Oh, look. It's right there. Rebecca Campbell. That's right. The Starseed Oracle. So, rarely, if ever, do I use this deck, but we're here for it. Let's get into this reading. So, divine guidance and loving clarity is my intention. I've been reading tarot professionally for over 6 years. I've been working with it for 13. I'm a longtime yoga and meditation teacher, and I'm happy to be here with you guys. It's April 11th, by the way. We're headed into a full moon in Libra energy. I'm also an astrological nerd supreme, as in that's all I engage with. That's all I study with, really, at the minute. You know, after 20 years of studying yoga, meditation, metaphysics, and here we are with the tarot. The tarot is a fascinating tool for divination. You know, working with it just to inspire some guidance from within self. But ultimately, I'm somebody who truly believes our own connection is the Hala Shazam. And we're living in an extraordinarily disconnected world, which inherently kind of profits from our disconnection. I'm loving the continued conversation around patriarchal structures and how oppressive they are, and how, you know, accessing our freedom, our liberation is a spiritual game. For many years, I've had teachers talk about the spiritual warfare. You know, you could look at it like a psychological warfare, generational trauma, which keeps us in disconnection and survival mode. And this, you know, the things like law of attraction, manifestation, I think are very, very true. And yet the profundity of our healing to liberate ourselves, to manifest our divine desire is more profound than what we have been taught on a three-dimensional level. Yeah. Okay, divine guidance, loving clarity. Let's get into it. These are for fun and entertainment. They're a way to connect with you guys. I really appreciate you all. I'm now off for my own mental health. I've come off Instagram and Facebook. I'm just using YouTube and TikTok. I've found a beautiful, amazing community on TikTok. I'm loving the witch talk. You know how sometimes you read a book or you come across information, you're like, hey, I do that. You just use different words, or, you know, you've come to the teaching in like a slightly different way. But I think there's a lot of us here that have ended up on this guided journey who could resonate with, you know, spiritual teacher or a bit of a witch, Hala Shazam. Just really interesting how people come to their journey and how we describe it, how we are perceiving it. So let's look at these cards. I'm an intuitive reader. So the way I pull the cards, the way I'm interpreting the cards, it's just a tool that I use to channel messages. And of course, you can book private readings for your personal situation. Okay, there is some major arcana here and a little bit of sadness, disappointment with the Five of Cups. Let's... Ooh. Woo! What is this? Yeah, this is super grief mode. And like your back is turned. The Devil reverse. Three of Sword. Boy, part of me is like, I would like to start this reading again. It's a heavy, heavy one. So yeah, you might, I mean, okay, full moon, Libra, there could be some sticky information that comes out. You know, Three of Swords, right? Like that's often other people are involved in our business. Other people are involved in our heart-centered business. Plus, Five of Cups is, pardon me, my loves. Five of Cups is like emotional disappointment. Spilt cups, losses, like, oh my God. The saving grace are the 2 cups behind the character. There could be grief, anger, despair. There's something, the death with the devil energy, you guys, like, I just got a wave of like, okay, this is touchy, right? Poignant, bittersweet. There's a lot of energy in Pisces, and the death reversed, the devil. It might not be what you think. It could be to do with addiction. Okay, so like the third party isn't another human. It's not like somebody was cheating on us. It's like they suffered with a long-standing addiction. And with the death there, 3 of Swords, 5 of Cups, I'm like, this could be sincere losses. We could hear about, we could lose people from their addiction. And or brighten it a little. We find out about someone's hardcore addiction, and it's like, whoa, holy shit, I didn't know. What do we do? How do we resolve it? Wowzers. How high? Wasn't expecting. Could we bring a little bit of sunshine to the reading, please? So, King of Wands upright. I mean, you will, this is something, once the information comes out, Libra full moon, once the information comes out, we're likely to get to rest, forced rest, maybe. 4 of Cups, 4 of Swords, like, regardless, you guys, this is stuff that we're going to have to lay down. This is energy that we're going to have to release, let go of. You know, find a way to alchemize it. When I talk about alchemy, I'm talking about emotionally processing our experiences, feeling our feelings. Feeling is healing. There's a sense of being the detached observer when we're feeling our feelings, because that's self-awareness. We're not just raging in the emotion. We're perceiving the fluctuations, the thought form that are attached to certain emotions. Transformational rebirth energy is here for sure. It's come up a fair bit, actually. Okay, oh God. It's like, we need some positive reinforcement here. The Jupiter energy is the card of abundance, and as much as there's always, you know, challenging transits happening in the sky that can trigger some profound healing, which the trigger and then the actual processing of emotion is often not comfortable, fun, high vibratory. But there, again, it's all held within duality. So you're having to probably rest, grieve. You know how there's that kind of processing of grief where we have anger, denial, and then the actual processing. Some of you might be in the process. Some of you might be getting triggered into the process. This has been seeded. Don't resist it, you guys. This is not going to benefit you. As in, if somebody leaves, or if you get this information, which is a bit of a shocker, and you're like, holy my gosh, you know, been dating this person, didn't realize they were a hardcore addict, or, you know, hearing through a friend that somebody, I mean, with all the grief and pain and discomfort, this is probably somebody in our circle, somebody that we know, somebody that we're aware of. That we hear about the loss. Someone's in hospital, somebody's passed, right? And then having to just rest and shed this skin. Moving through the discomfort. Mars, right? Mars is squaring off with Chiron, Sun conjunct Chiron. You'll be all right, my loves. sit tight, and have a good weekend.